Happy New Year and welcome to my cake kitchen. Today I'm showing you how to make these incredibly moist yet easy to make chocolate cupcakes topped with strawberries, blueberries, chocolate pieces and a drizzle of dark chocolate sauce. These cupcakes were made as part of a large order of 180 cupcakes made for a corporate event. This video though is not cleanly set up like some of the well-produced recipe videos. However, while showing you all about these amazing cupcakes, I am hoping you'll get to see a look into my busy day of a baking marathon. So without having to waste your time, let's jump right in. For these cupcakes, our ingredients are separated into portions of liquid and dry, which you will see in a moment. However, into a saucepan goes 400 grams of caster sugar. This could be replaced with the same quantity of granulated sugar, which won't affect the results of the cupcakes adversely because the sugar is going to dissolve into the liquid base of this recipe. Added to the caster sugar is 400 grams of dark brown sugar, followed by the base liquids. I have 250 ml of black coffee and 250 ml of fizzy Coca-Cola. The good thing about this recipe is that it is completely versatile and adaptable. Changes can be made to ingredient quantities for a personalized outcome. For example, for this batch of cupcakes, the ingredients and quantities are aimed at enhancing a strong, intense flavor of chocolate cupcakes. Hence, the use of equal amounts of brown and caster sugar is to make for a less sweet yet flavorful cupcake. For a sweeter yet less intense flavor of cupcake, replace the brown sugar with the same amount of caster sugar. The ingredient quantities used here make 48 cupcakes, but more details are in the description box for you. Into the sugar and liquid base is 250 grams of unsalted butter plus 250 ml of flavorless vegetable oil. The use of both oil and butter is to enhance flavor and texture, as oil will aid a tender yet moist crumb. A splash of vanilla goes in before a tablespoonful of distilled vinegar is added. Notice though, I didn't measure the vinegar accurately, but this recipe is quite forgiving of such a misdeed. Next is 300 grams of cold sour cream dished out into a bowl and set aside for later. For most part, baking requires ingredients at room temperature, which isn't exactly a requirement for this recipe, as the sugar, butter and liquid ingredients are to be warmed up later over a source of heat until all is mixed into a solution. The saucepan is now transferred over this portable burner set on medium heat to warm up slowly. This part of the process is quite tricky because the intention is not to boil or cook the solution. The aim is to melt the butter whilst warming the liquids, which will in turn cause the sugar to dissolve. You want to be gentle here, stirring to help get things going along. I'm using a whisk here, but a spatula or wooden spoon is fine for use. When the liquid is beginning to warm up, I add in about 200 grams of dark chocolate chips so I can achieve a strong chocolatey cupcake. But this addition is completely optional. With the chocolate chips added, the aim is to ensure all the chocolate pieces are melted into the liquid solution. Once melted, the solution is transferred into a heat-proof glass bowl to cool before use. Here, the cold sour cream is added and stirred into the solution, which also aids cooling. Whilst the solution is left to cool, the cupcake tins are lined with muffin-sized cupcake cases measuring about 3 inches in diameter. To hold the cupcakes better, the tins measure about 1.5 inches deep, and for larger quantities of cupcakes, I ensure cupcake flavors are kept separate by using different liners for a selection of cupcakes. The selection of cases may also refer to specific themes such as brand colors, company logo colors, amongst other things. These are very simple but thoughtful ways to decorate and represent cupcakes without having to put in too much effort. With the cupcake tins lined and done, I am prepping the dry ingredients ready for the cupcake batter. Into this large mixing bowl is 600 grams of self-raising flour and a pinch of salt. These are measured into a sieve sitting into the bowl, and added to this is 150 grams of cocoa powder. These are all sifted into the bowl. The bowl is now set over the stand mixer with a paddle attachment to mix, and I've placed a tea towel over the mixer to prevent the flour from powdering the air. The mixer is set on low, so the chances of a splash of flour going everywhere is quite minimal too, but one can never be too cautious. Whilst the flour and cocoa powder are mixing slowly, 5 large eggs are broken into a bowl and set aside. With the dry ingredients mixing, the now cool solution made earlier is brought back to be added into the dry ingredients whilst mixing at medium speed, which is about numbers 3 to 4 on this Kenwood Chef XL. When mixing, the mixer is stopped for the bowl to be scraped in for a homogeneous mix before the eggs are added. The rest of the ingredients are also added, and the mixer is turned on high for a minute. Mixing continues by hand to ensure all ingredients are mixed in properly. The batter is distributed into 48 cupcake liners using a measuring cup. Each case is filled up to 2/3 of the way up, leaving room for rise. A scoop can be used for distributing the batter, which I prefer better, but on this busy day I had no time to seek it out, hence the use of a measuring cup. Once the liners are all done, the cupcakes are set to bake in a convection fan oven at 170 degrees C for 20 to 22 minutes. With the cupcakes baking away, the strawberries are prepped and cut into pieces after washing. A good tip to stop strawberries going soggy is to source them fresh and firm, and to wash them in a bowl of cold water with a drop of vinegar. Dry them with a paper towel to rid of any excess water before using them for decorations. I've gone ahead and done this already, and also cutting my chocolate pieces ready for use. The cupcakes are ready to be topped with buttercream, which is my ultimate chocolate buttercream. And following this video, the next will be me showing you all the tips to making this buttercream, which is versatile and adaptable. So if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button to be notified when this ultimate chocolate video lands, but also hit the notification bell to be notified of future videos once they hit the channel. For the valuable content I believe I provide on this channel, please don't forget to like or share the video. It is a no-cost way to you for you to support the channel, and I truly appreciate your support. The buttercream topping is done, so it's time to add the fruits for decorations. The strawberries are added with blueberries, setting them nicely with a drizzle of dark chocolate sauce and some crushed chocolate pieces. These cupcakes were lush and were simply deaf by chocolate, but with a hint of fruit decorations to make for a healthy argument. These, like I said, were part of a large order, which I hope to discuss further in a video in future. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in my next. Thanks for watching.